Hey guys, there's the camera. Work. Okay, anyways, how's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing very good today. Let's give it a few minutes while I have a mineral water. I just kind of chill here and just see how many people are going to join today. How's everyone doing today? Are you guys doing good? I'm still long Bitcoin from $85,000. Long leverage 20x from $85,000. Just kidding. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been in crypto. Okay, so I'm going to start the video. So welcome, everybody. I'm actually going to make it a very serious video without a single joke in this video. Okay, so let's get down to business. So welcome, everybody, to a live stream of mine. I really appreciate you guys being here with me today. And I especially appreciate the very long-term support if you've been with me for a long time. And for those that are new to following me, and this is one of your first few times watching me in a video, welcome to the channel. My name is Philakone. I've been in the crypto space now for about 9 years. And a lot of you probably know me as a jokester in crypto. So if you are following me on Twitter or on YouTube, make sure you guys take it with a grain of salt, because my sense of humor is usually fairly outrageous, and I like to joke around and, have fun with it. So I've been in crypto for 9 years now. I've made a lot of money in 2017, especially in 2021. And I'm a day trader and an investor, so long-term, and also day trader short-term. And I focus on short-term volatility through scalping, and I'm here to give you guys the best technical analysis that I can. So let's get right into it. So I've made a series of amazing posts, I would say, where I have predicted $57,000 literally down to the dollar, which is great because when there was a time of bearishness that I called, nobody wanted to believe it. But here we are, $57,000. We actually hit it. So now the next big question is going to be, what is going to happen next? Hey, my favorite person in the world came. E to the M to the I to the L-I-A! She actually joined me. Ooh, I'm nervous now, guys. This is like a casting couch now. I'm live on a casting couch because my bestie's watching me in the channel. So now I've got to perform. What's your name? ASL. I'm 18. I'm from London, UK, but I'm actually Polish, and this is my first time. I've never been with a black guy before. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Sorry, give me a second. Fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna try to be serious here for once, guys. Okay, guys. I'm just joking around. Don't take it so serious, okay? Don't take it so hard. It's not a dick. Fuck. It's time to be serious. Bitcoin's at $57,000. Okay, you need to be serious now. Okay, let's get into it. So I made a series of tweets. If I make a joke again in this video, the first person who calls me out for making a joke, I'll give them 1 Bitcoin. This is to prove to myself that I can be a professional sometimes and not just talk about dicks in my video all day. So after this joke, I meant no more. If you guys catch me, 1 Bitcoin. Okay, let's go. So I made a series of tweets. Everybody hated me on Twitter, and it hit $57,000. So let's talk about some of the things that led to my awesome call of $57,000. And this is important to understand from the psychological perspective, because trend lines, they matter. Okay, there was a massive trend line that trended for about 37 days. So this is the point where, right here, and don't forget, I'm not allowed to make any jokes, but if I make any analogies relating to crypto, that's okay. So 37 days we trended. We ended up getting that bearishly diverging RSI. We ended up getting bearishly diverging MACD, right? So this is the part right here that I always make that analogy about, okay? This is the part where like right here at the beginning here, this really ugly dude, he meets the hottest chick in the world, okay? And he's like a fat, like he's broke for some reason. He got this hot girl. Things are going great in the relationship. Things are starting to go uphill. Here's where they first go on their first date. Here she's like moving in. Here it's like, things are going wonderful. He's about to ask her to marry him. And then what ended up happening right here? Okay, he was about to ask her to marry him, and then what ended up happening? She found somebody else. She completely rejected him. She was leading him on the entire time. Things were supposed to go good. They were supposed to keep going up, but no, it reversed. Okay, Bitcoin was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go for someone younger, someone hotter, someone richer than you. And then over here, this guy was still in disbelief. He was like, oh, she's gonna come back to me. She's gonna come back to me one day. I know it. I know it's gonna come back, and then, you know, Bitcoin's gonna go right back up. I know she still loves me in her heart. And then every single person, they're like, you know, they're thinking that she's not gonna come back, man. This guy's just a fool for waiting. And that's exactly what Bitcoin did. She never came back. She just kept going to the downside. Okay, it wasn't a joke, guys. It wasn't a joke. This is an analogy related to real life to make people understand how MACD works. Okay, MACD works like that. It tricks people into believing that something's gonna be good that's happening, but instead it comes to the downside, and and everyone got rocked. So now we trend in this. This wasn't a joke, guys. Calm down. I'm being serious. I told you. So right now, this is a major trend line that's been holding for like 120 days almost. So now we're at a major critical point. So today I bought $50,000 of Solana and also RNDR. So it's literally like my last dollar that I have. I have to do unfortunate deeds that you can imagine that are not acceptable to mom and dad to make money on the side. So I have a link below if you guys want to support me, because I no longer have any fiat. I will be soliciting illicit photos of my feet on funwithfeet.com and also on OnlyFans. So please support me if you would like me to continue this level of technical analysis that I continuously strive to provide this quality for. Okay, guys? So make sure you support me. That wasn't a joke. It wasn't a joke either. Come on. It wasn't a joke. I'm being serious. Okay? I need your support. Okay, so right now, 4-day chandelier exit and also the EMA, it's critical. Everyone was in disbelief entirely that we were going to hit it. Okay? Hits once there, hits twice there, hits thrice there, hits quadrice there, hits fifth-ice there. It hits 5 times. So I was saying, why would it not hit 6 times? Right? So you have to understand the difference in where we are now versus what happened before. What ended up happening before was, if you look on here, okay, this one here, the next one here starts on May the 4th. So if you go back and you look at it, right, you're going to see that on basically on the very last candle, when the 4-day closed, that's where it started to reverse. That's really important to understand, because people thought we were dropping there. But on the very last daily candle of the 4-day, it ended up reversing to the upside. Okay, so here we actually have 2 days and 11 hours left. So not today, it'll be on Sunday's close. So Sunday 3 a.m. for me, or Saturday night's close is when we'll find out if this candle actually ends up closing bearishly or not. If we end up closing bearishly, it is going to be an epic disaster. Because the last time we turned from a green volatility to red was back in October. This is when Bitcoin, like the reason this catalyst happened back then was right here was when Bitcoin was rejected for the ETF. And then they ended up getting an appeal. And then the SEC made recommendations for how they can get approved. So since that catalyst, we rallied to here. And that ended up lasting for literally 260 days, which is about 8.5 months. So if we end up breaking, it'll be the first time in 8-9 months that we're now bearish, which is going to be an epic disaster. So this needs to hold first of all. So understand that it needs to hold above this range in the next 2 or 3 days. If we do not hold, then we're going to drop down to the next level, which is going to be an epic disaster. It's probably going to end up dropping down to around the $48,000 range. There's no other level of any support at all till $48,000. So it's either now $57,000 we hold, or we break down to 48,000. There's no in between. So that's it. We got to hold or we break down. And another thing that I'm gonna drop you guys a hint of is that, first of all, I'm all in now. My portfolio somewhere around, I don't know, like 4.3 mil or something. At the all-time high, it ended up hitting 6.9 mil. Do I regret not selling? No, I don't, because I have a strategy to buy more on dips and ensure that I withstand the long-term bullish bias with diamond balls, because that's how you're successful long-term, understanding the market cycle. And not only that, the halving just occurred recently. Every time after the halving, there's always been significant ROIs because of what the halving stands for, right? There's a limited supply that's being released onto the market, and clearly the supply is being diminished, so the demand skyrockets. Also, when you factor in institutional money and big banks, BlackRock is too big to let them fail. And because of this, lots of clients are going to be pitched this for their portfolio as well. So I don't think we're going to fail in any way for Bitcoin. But the bad news is that I firmly believe that we're getting close to a top. That's not the good part. If I did a quick Elliott wave count, the Elliott wave count goes something simple like this. And the reason why I believe this is because this wave right here ended up truncating. Not only did it truncate, okay, but it ended up making 5 perfect waves where even the 5th subwave was truncated. Okay, does that make sense if you guys know Elliott wave? Okay, so the 5th subwave here truncated, and also, like, I'm talking about this 5th right here, but also this overall 5th subwave here truncated as well. So it made a very weak 5 wave, the weakest you can ask for. Okay, so that's not good in any way at all. Because of that, we're most likely in a wave 4 correction right now. And if I'm right, which you guys probably don't want to hear, but wave 4 is going to finish, and guess what comes after wave 4? Just the wave 5, man. That's it. And then we're done. And then the whole cycle is done. You can see the same cycle for everything. Like in 2021, same shit. Everything was literally the same. But hopefully it's not going to hold true this time. So if you look at 2021, the best chart to take a look at is the Bitcoin index over time. You can clearly see 5 waves here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it finishes with a double top. Like, can anybody explain to me the difference between what I just showed you there and perhaps a 5 like that? I don't see any difference at all. Do you guys actually see a difference? Nope, I don't. So this to me seems like it's almost like a double or triple top. Actually, a quadruple top if you consider this whole thing a range, right? Between the wave 4 and also this region here. Like all of this is like a quadruple top almost. And if I had to look at the big picture, this is it, man. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and the 5 finishes wherever that may be. And then we're gonna get into a super cycle correction soon. There's no way around it. Based off of Elliott wave theory of how fractals move in the market, this is a definite possibility in my mind. And keep in mind, I've been doing this 9 years and I've been highly accurate over the years. So just to summarize the video and not take up a lot of your time, I do believe altcoin seasons will be here, but that's a good question, Coco. My cat's name is Coco. That's not a joke, by the way. That's serious. Like, my cat's name is actually Coco. And so I do believe that maybe when wave 4, okay, wave 4 ends up hitting wherever it may be. If it's not here, like, let's just say for a moment that this was hypothetically true, that this is wave 3. So if we retrace to only right now and we bounced, that would only be not even a 382 retracement. But if you take a look at like the 48K regions, that's a 0.5 retracement. That makes more sense to me. And if you think about the rule of alternation of Elliott wave theory, which says that wave 2, if it's a shallow retracement, which it is at 382, then it means that wave 4 is going to be the deep retracement. And usually if it's a 382 retracement for one, the other one's going to be deeper, never less. That's how the market oscillates up and down based off of Elliott wave. So I hate to say it, guys, but I just don't think we're going to hold here. You don't want to hear this, but it's not going to hold. I think we're going to drop below this low. I think we're going to take this out. If we don't take it out right now, we're probably going to take it out later. Unless in the next literally 2 days and 11 hours, we hold above the 4-day chandelier exit. And if we don't, guys, your portfolio is gonna get wrecked. Okay, so you take a look at the market right now, everything is down. I mean, the best gauge in the market is always total 1, 2, and 3. When the entire market cap for total 1, 2, and 3 are down 5 to 6%, that's when you know it's a bad day. So there are 3 gauges of the market that I use. Okay, and you guys should use the same. In my opinion, the first gauge is going to be the total crypto market cap, right? That should always be the #1 gauge for how the market is performing. The second way that you should gauge the market is always going to be your portfolio. You're just going to open up your portfolio and you're going to check how much did it move? Did it move up? Did it move down? Like, are you in profit? Are you in a loss? Is it looking bad or is it looking good? And then the third way that you should always use is going to be the advanced volatility scanner of mine that I've developed for 2 purposes. One is to get a gauge of the market, and 2 is to never miss a volatile moment again. Anytime there's a volatile moment going up or down, if it moves within these parameters up here, it's going to highlight green or red. It's really crappy right now. If you just kind of close your eyes and look at this chart, you can see it's very red. In fact, some are highlighted red, which are worse because it shows extreme volatility. But if it was in a bullish market, it would be phenomenal. It would be green across the board. And you would jump to that coin that's highlighted green and you would chase it. It's the #1 volatility indicator on the market. So based off of the 3 things I showed you, but basically my portfolio is down a significant amount today, over 350K. Total 3 market cap is also down significantly. And also you take a look at this right here, it's also down significantly. So just to recap the video, we know for a fact that we're at a 4-day chandelier and 50 EMA support. If this doesn't hold, it's going to be a nasty drop to probably around $48,000. But it's impossible to tell yet until we know in about 2 days and 11 hours. That's when we're going to see if the 4-day candle ends up holding or not, and the 50 EMA with the 4-day chandelier exit. And I believe we're in the 4th wave correction. And that's it, guys. Time will tell. I will stay caught up to date with you guys and let everybody know my thoughts. If you guys enjoy this type of content, all you've got to do to support me is send me dick pics. I'm just kidding. That was not a joke. That wasn't the joke either. That wasn't the joke. That was serious. Okay, that was serious. If you guys want to contact me at the end, just DM me privately. So no, in all seriousness, no, though, thank you very much for the support. If you guys enjoy the content, just hit a like. That's all. Just let me know and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot, guys, for your time. I appreciate everybody's support always. Stay safe out there and make sure that you're waiting 2 days, 11 hours, even to add to your portfolio. I would recommend, because you have to wait to see how the market's going to react, and we require more data first. So have yourself a great night.